I'm Rochelle Collar, the CEO of Little Wings. Little Wings helps sick children and their families from regional New South Wales by providing a free flight and ground transport service to and from the children's hospitals in the city. This year we'll perform around 400 flights for children and their families from regional New South Wales. That will help around 50 families make that long and arduous journey to and from the hospital on a regular basis.
Anya was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer when she was 13 in 2015. We live in Armidale, New South Wales, so we had to come to Sydney, so it takes us 6 hours to drive. Yeah, Little Wings was such a blessing for us. Obviously, Anya's immune system was compromised while she was having treatment, so it was impossible for us to be around large groups of people, so normal commercial flights were out of the question. We also had mobility issues with Anya, so that just made it so much easier. It was door to door and service straight to Westmead Children's Hospital.
It's quite traumatising really, because we had no idea. Like, I went to the physio one day and the next day I was in Sydney having treatment, so it definitely all happened very fast, and I think it was a very emotional time for us. Initially it was a bit scary before we got on. I wasn't sure how it was going to be. I'd never been on a small aircraft before, but the flight was really pleasurable.
Yeah, we heard about Little Wings through our social worker at Westmead. Initially we heard about the small plane and we were a little bit nervous, but once we met everybody, and they were incredibly friendly, and we just got to know all the drivers and the pilots, and we formed a relationship really, yeah. And they're always keen to know how Anya's doing, and yeah.
The other really important aspect of the Little Wings service is the ground transport, where we drive families between the airport and the hospital.
It just works so smoothly, and for families it's so reassuring. We know how important it is for the vulnerable families and for the families that have to bring extra family members with them. That's when we really need a charity like Little Wings.
When you live in regional Australia and you've got great distances to this high quality world class care that we needed, you're away from family and friends, the dog even, your own bed.
Little Wings has meant a lot to me and my mum and my brother. It's been incredible because it meant that for a second you aren't a kid having chemo and a kid in an environment where really you shouldn't have to be. I think I stayed positive from perspective. Everybody around me was in the same situation, and I saw a 3-week-old baby and she was sick and going through chemo, the same thing as me, and that was really awful. I'm actually in quite a good position in comparison to some other people.
She's just started year 12, doing really well, and yeah, we're back to some sort of normal.
Going from 2 to 3 monthly checkups to 6 months is incredible. I can almost forget about it sometimes.
It's been just such a blessing for our family.